So you're in the office, counting down the days until your next holiday. For corporate workers, it's a painfully familiar scenario. But the daily grind is looking a lot different for those who have transcended the traditional office. Come with me, and I'll show you how. Remote work is on the rise and is expected to surge until at least the end of the decade. That means my office can be in Hong Kong today and Tokyo tomorrow. I'm in Japan to learn about how this new class of tourists is changing the tourism sector. And there's no better place to start than the Millennials Shibuya, a hotel that offers travelers a stylish place to stay, play, and work. With the rise of remote work blurring the line between work and play, hotel-attached co-working spaces like Antwork have been created to optimize both aspects through artsy space design and by prioritizing community.
So could you tell me about how Antwork is different from other co-working spaces?
やっぱりコミュニティっていうところで、やっぱりアンドワークホテルが併設しているからこそ、いろんな方が集まる空間になっております。なのでホテルの宿泊者もいれば、コワーキングローカルのフリーランスの方もいますし、海外から来たノマドワーカーもいますしっていうところで、いろんな人が集まるからこそ新たなインスピレーションが生まれるような空間になっているのが他のスペースとの違いです。
Digital nomads, those who have embraced remote work as a lifestyle, often stay in a new place longer than a traditional tourist. Because of that, and with their added work obligations, they tend to have different priorities.
So I'm actually working remotely here and also on vacation, both. Once my company said we're allowed to work remote, like the first thing I thought of is where could I go?
What do you think is the primary difference in the way you are a tourist versus like traditional tourists?
If I'm a traditional tourist, I'll be going out and go to those landmarks, go up Tokyo Tower. I'll probably plan my day to go to the Michelin restaurants. But if I'm working here, I think I'll find practical information, like good coffee, a good happy hour bars, for example. So I kind of feel like you're living like a local for a little bit.
I don't come as a tourist. I more come as I want to experience everyday life, so to say. So it's a different kind of perspective you get in each culture and country that you go to.
Some Japanese locations are struggling with the ill effects of over-tourism. But catering to digital nomads may offer an unlikely way to reduce crowds while securing needed tourism revenue. In 2024, Japan introduced a digital nomad visa that allows workers to remain in the country for up to 6 months.
More local governments want additional nomads to come because additional nomads can stay more longer term than just normal tourists, and they also can spend much money because they have kind of high skill professional career.
The Japan Digital Nomad Association is now helping less visited towns roll out the red carpet for this new kind of tourist.
So, obviously there are a lot of beautiful places within Japan that you could choose to settle in, right? But we know that certain cities are favored more than others. Is there any sort of goal in trying to spread out the potential digital nomads to visit other parts of the country?
So basically, every time I ask to the digital nomad who's staying in Chiang, Bali, or some sort of the Asian cities, they always say, "Oh my God, Japan is our top list to visit." Then I ask again, so why you don't come to Japan? Then they say, oh, Japan is really expensive, So if you're really into the Tokyo, Osaka, you're gonna have some difficulties, to stay in Japan for long term. Maybe 2 nights, 3 nights is okay, but if you're gonna stay for more than 2 months, 3 months, it's going to be really, kind of challenging now. So we needed to bring digital nomads not only in Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, kind of big touristic city, but I want to the countryside now.
Of course, it's easy to see why many are enamored with the bright city lights of Tokyo.
What's your hometown like?
So I come from a small town in Sweden, where in the winters it's just very dark, a lot of snow, very cold, and it can become very isolated. So I think a lot of Swedish people, they suffered from the winter depression. And for me, being able to be in Sweden in the summer, but also explore different parts of the world during the winter it's a great way of having the best of both worlds.
Rio says that while baby nomads are willing to go everywhere at first, the constant moving can get tiring. He says their focus eventually shifts to what he says is the ultimate reward to being a digital nomad, finding somewhere you truly belong.
So everybody has kind of destiny to find the best location where you're meant to be. So digital nomadism, the whole of this like design, like life design, is kind of the way to find the best location to make yourself most comfortable.